What do you think about pretexting, like knocking neighbor's door, blah blah?
I heard a lot of people do it. I don't do it.
Yeah, me too.
Don't like it. Too many variables I can't control. Too much risk. And so I hear from PIs all the time. You were talking about here. I'm not here to tell other people how to do their job, but I am responsible for how we do our job. And so knocking on doors and delivering, it's an East Coast thing I found a lot. Just take a magazine and knock on the door and just tell them, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if you knock on my door with a magazine, I'm like, who are you? What magazine? Who has sent you here? Like, I got 100 questions for you. Me, but most people are the same way. Like, if you have an Amazon package, right? So if you were smart and you said, okay, I got this Amazon package, I'm gonna drop it off. Well, Amazon drivers really don't knock, they just throw a package down and they walk away, right? So that's one thing. If they did knock, okay, maybe that doesn't catch your attention and you open it up and then what?
Yeah.
You got a lump of junk?
Yeah, nothing's inside or?
Well, no, something. I mean, packages do get delivered by Amazon to you by mistake, so it can happen. So it's not a horrible tactic. What I'm saying is, it's a shortcut, right? It's laziness. Why? Because the blowback is something you can't control. The paranoia, the blowback, and not only that, oh, the guy's got a doorbell cam, and you know what? He's got you on film, knocking on his door, engaging the claimant. Not a good fit, not a good look. The client doesn't want it. Yes, it's a shortcut, but in the long term, it's laziness. Why? Get in position, have a good vehicle, get there early, and these things will come to you if you're patient. And I'm sympathetic because there's apartment places, there's huge complexes where, you know, IDing people is difficult. So I hear that a lot. I don't do it. If you do it and you get away with it and it works for you, all the power to you. I don't do it because I think it's got all sorts of problems and I think it's got some legalities there that I'm not comfortable with and aren't worth it. What I can tell you in terms of apartments, and I said this to a client recently, tripod, camera, cable, right? So you've got a claimant that lives on even the 18th floor, for instance, in a high-rise. Happens quite a bit. So through land title records, we can get the floor plan of the building, ID shot, that's it, done. Then you wait for them to come out of the garage or the front door. That's a process. It takes patience, it takes skills, it takes some knowledge, it takes a lot of things, but it's not door knocking where you're infringing upon the rights of a litigated person to not be approached by the other side, right? It doesn't have any blowback, and it's what. And again, from a business standpoint, it's not a shortcut.
Yeah.
Right? So you're doing what's right for the file, what's in the interest of the file, the client. You're not breaking any rules. You're not blurring the lines of what is ethical, what isn't ethical. And again, I'm not judging those that do it. If you get away with it, it works for you, then maybe I haven't learned something, but at the end of the day, there's other things, there's other ways of accomplishing the same objective. They may cost more money, but I think the difference is our ability to articulate that to the clients and let them understand.
What about someone knocking your doors and asking for the neighbor's information?
Don't trust anybody with information. I don't trust anybody that I tell anybody that I'm a PI, ever. I'm always leery, the long, patient approach of, you know, being patient pays off. So the more you interject yourself into a situation overtly, the more you open yourself up to possibilities and trickle-down effects that you will not know the outcome of until they become a problem.
Yeah.
So my mindset is to not do that. Stick to what I know works because it's been tested, it works, and it fits in with the MO, that fly on the wall and not being noticeable.
Yeah.
I think if you take that approach and you work within that framework and develop new skills, the ones that seem to be easy and shortcuts, it's the creativity around situations where you're ending up at a dead end, like that can be the difference, right? That I'm not saying that they don't have a place. If you're looking for missing children, if you're dealing with certain, cases where you can overly go, then yeah, just get to work. Let's kind of power through here. Yeah, so again, the goal is to go unnoticed, to make what we do, which is unnatural, look natural. And again, it's a skill, and again, making sure that no unwanted attention is coming towards you on every and all cases. And that comes into, should I engage this person? Whether you can or you shouldn't is one thing, but if you can, should you?
Yeah, I was doing what I was told in this scenario, and they wanted to know right away if they had already moved or not, so that was kind of the reason for it, but yeah, I get
Part of my perception of all of that and past history, especially, I can't get into nuances of every case, but I think a lot of it is more about guiding a client on the front end. What do you want to achieve? Why? okay, that's gonna cost this, and here's how we're gonna do it.
Or the client not wanting
Right.
to spend the money for a day's worth of.
Again, so then you can decide, or I do, it's like, listen, the likelihood of me doing what you are asking me to do and getting what you're asking me to get is 20%, right? So I can give you 80% likelihood of delivering the objective, but it's gonna cost much more than what you're willing to spend based upon what your expectations are at 20%. So it's your call, right? And largely, I try and stay away from a 20% success ratio because I like 80% or better, right? I like to set our people up as well as our own ability to add a solution. If I know we're just taking someone's money for $1,000 when there's a 20% chance of success, why would I do that to somebody? Even though they want me to. Just because they want me to doesn't mean we should, right? So anyhow,
Especially
every
when
case
it's
is
no different, right?
unique, right?